Good morning, collective. How is my collective this weekend? Happy weekend. Cause I'll be good by the weekend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be good by the weekend. Alright, alright. I just looked this song up because I had this song in my head. I don't know if you know it, but it is The Weekend. It's called The Weekend. By Mac Miller and McGill. Two of my favorite homies. We love you, Mac Miller. We did do a read with Mac Miller. He came to us in the very beginning of our reading journey where Spirit, maybe about a year ago now, um, had us connect with Mac Miller. So if you want to check that out, you can definitely go to our past readings. That is there for you. But the song was in my head all morning, and I love Miguel. Oh my gosh, I love Miguel so much. Miguel is my homie. I love Miguel. So this song, I looked the song up. We'll get into it in a minute. I definitely think it's going to be part of the energy. So we'll see. But good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for all your love and support. We are so grateful. We are so grateful to be here co creating in this magical way. We have had many downloads, many messages. We love coming on every weekend. This is really a really sweet spot for us to come on. We have like some alone time in the morning. We meditate, we pray. What was it we said this morning? I got it. It was oh my gosh, Philip.
Arthur.
Oh my gosh, Spirit has so many things I want to talk about. But so we were meditating and Spirit gave me oh my gosh, it's eluding me. Protect, protect. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, okay, thank you so much. Thank you. It's cleanse, connect, protect. Cleanse, connect, protect. And that's what the kind of like order we do our morning ritual in. Every morning. The time that we have uh, sacrifice to give to God, to give to Spirit, to be in relationship with them, and that's the order of the things I do. So Spirit gave that to me. I didn't exactly like intentionally make the order. It just kind of like happened that way. So that was definitely something that Spirit wanted me to bring up to figure out a plan for how you connect with Spirit. So we do a cleanse first, then we connect, we do our prayers and our gratitude, our thank yous, and then we do our protection. Cleanse, connect, protect. Cleanse, connect, protect. I don't know why Spirit wanted me to say that. That's for somebody. So, good morning. We love coming on the weekends for you. We're here every weekend. We're here every weekend doing energy reads. We sometimes we get celebrities, passed over celebrities. Sometimes spirituals are true. Sometimes we get just messages that Spirit wants us to bring through. Sometimes we get cold cases. Sometimes we get missing people. So whatever comes through, we try to answer the call. We try to follow the clues and the messages to be able to be of service, to use our spiritual gift to be of service. Hi, Irfan. Hello. Thank you for being here. So, good morning, and we're happy to be here. We want to say thank you so much for all the love and support. Hey, Paul C. Welcome back. We feel the love, and we're so excited to have Spirit News. We are the host of Spirit News. My name is Patience. I'm a child psychic who's developing her spiritual gifts in real time at the age of 42 now. I just turned 42. And oh, thank you, Alex. You're beautiful as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And we are doing it in real time with you, being vulnerable and showing you what it looks like for us to connect with our divine guidance, and not for you to do it like us, but to show you that it's being done. And we collect all of our observations in real time, and we collect the data, and me and Spirit put it out for you on Spirit News. It's a podcast that you can find on all major platforms at this time. Paul, you're 42? Oh, the 40 fam. I just got my nails done yesterday. Good for you, Summer. Good for you doing some self-care. You're 10? Well, I don't know if 10-year-olds should be getting their nails done. It's going to prevent you from getting dirty and having fun. You're going to be worrying about breaking your nails all the time. Can you communicate with aliens? Yes, anybody can. So here at Spirit News, we believe that everybody's psychic. Everybody can communicate with anything they want, and that is the gift of discernment. So we are... Philip can see the light. Okay. So we're learning how to develop that gift, and what that gift is, what we've labeled as psychic, is actually your non-physical energy, your electromagnetic field that is infused with frequency, vibration, light, breath. That's what you are without your body. So that is the element or the medium in which our body has, or it inhabits our vessel, and then we interpret energy, because everything's energy. Everything is energy down to its atomic particle is really just a vibration, and so we pick up on that, and then it's up to us to learn how to read it, or to how to decipher the information, which is not a traditional way of speaking, or even using your brain completely. I mean, you do have to use a sense of logic, but it comes from a different part of you. So we're learning how to develop that. We teach you all of what we learn on all of our socials. If you want to find any of our socials, you can go to the description bar through the link tree. We also have all of the platforms that Spirit News is on. We're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, YouTube. We're out there. So we're so excited to bring the messages forward. Have you communicated with aliens? And if so, what did they say? Well, actually, one of my guides, actually, it's okay. So technically, from what my spirits say, is that we're all essentially aliens. We've all been an alien. We've all been something else other than human. Of course, please sub if you'd like, and please hit that like button so people can find us in the algorithm. And so, oh, thank you. No longer afraid. Thank you. So you're able to connect with interdimensional beings, extraterrestrial beings. You're able to connect with any other energy other than yourself, if you believe you can, and if you believe it's possible. But you have to do the work. You have to clear your field, your electromagnetic field, so that way you're attracting the right energy, for one, because just like humans, there's good and bad humans, there's also good and bad energy that will take advantage of people who are not developing their discernment, their gift of discernment. And your gift of discernment will determine how you know what energies are trying to take advantage of you and what energies are not. And that's what we're doing here on our YouTube channel. We use this platform to learn how to read energy, because I was a child psychic. I was born more psychic than, or a thinner veil than others, and I talk to aliens all the time, and I know that's frowned upon. Spirit said stab twice. I know, Spirit, we'll get to you, okay? I'm just doing my little spiel. Someone wants to talk. And so one of my guides is a mantis being, and mantis comes from the future, as a future version of myself. And she brought me to the Galactic Federation, and I asked the Galactic Federation for a mission to help humanity, and they gave me Spirit News. So mantis is my extraterrestrial interdimensional being that I call her Mantis. She comes to me as Mantis, but I don't think she's an actual like giant mantis. I have a picture of her actually. We're gonna put that on TikTok soon. Because we already put one TikTok up of our of one of our guides. Her name's Mish. She deals with like past stuff. She's a she's a future past version of myself. I know that sounds weird, but you can go check it out on TikTok. It's better explained over there. But Mantis is an interdimensional being. She exists on the 12th dimension. She is able to come as any form if she wanted to, but she agreed to be one of my guides to help. She said that she's like an architect. That's the like verbiage she used. She's like a galactic architect, and she she's a master of sound and vibration, and so she's very loving, she's very benevolent, she's so sweet, she's very funny. We speak telepathically, and she comes to me a lot in my dreams. She says that she is in charge of, well, she's also my future. So when you have guides, you have a like a triangle. You have a Holy Spirit, you have a past, a future, and you're the present. So you're like, it's like a triangle kind of. And they all agree to be your guides, a part of your soul family, and it can include extraterrestrials, interdimensionals, non-physical entities that have a higher level of consciousness, that can help be your guides, that can help you guide you in your physical vessel. But you have to have relationship with them. You have to allow them. 21-2 on the timer, and 11-11. Oh, come through, spirit. My name is Patience. My name is Patience. And so, but you have to be aware that they're there. Otherwise, they can't break the cosmic law of free will. There is a cosmic law of free will, and they can't break it. You have to ask them for help. And in the asking is it is given, they always say. So my mantis being guide, she's my future guide. She's in charge of all of my future timelines, possible timelines, and she's also in charge. She's a master of sound and frequency, so she's also in charge of letting me know how much light my body's inhabiting compared to where my body's at, if that makes sense. Because you can be on a spiritual path or be doing things to allow your body to receive more light, but your body might not be ready for it, and that you can have complications like health complications and injuries and stuff like that. So she helps me to know and to listen to that part if I'm doing too many of certain kind of meditations to like break it up a little, or if I need to put something else in my body because I'm not eating enough of something, she'll let me know that, or if I need to drink more water, things like that. So that way it's always, my level of spiritual development is always equal in my body as well. So I'm not getting sick and stuff. So very cool stuff. Yes, we do speak to extraterrestrials, and we do have on Spirit News a download we got about contact and disclosure and all of that, and the government. If you want to take a look at that, it's on there. Because there is a whole thing going on with that. Definitely going to be contact. There is contact right now going on as we speak, just not how you think. Extraterrestrials, they do come in physical form, but they're not going to, come on the White House's lawn and just, come out of a spaceship and say, peace and greetings, humans. And so they're going to come more to you in your dreams because, again, for them to really come down in that way, which is very cinematic, that's very movie, that's very Hollywood, the consciousness of the collective has to be at a certain level of self-awareness for that to happen. And so that's why we do Spirit News. We're trying to get everyone to go through the transition of going from the head to the heart into heart consciousness, because that's when they'll come. When there's a greater amount of people who are in heart consciousness, because that is the frequency that they are at, then they'll come. And they come to you in your dreams and your meditation, and through intention, by integrating your shadows. And because you have to be at a certain level of frequency for them to even be able to contact you or to have conversations with you. Because if you're still drinking and you're smoking cigarettes and you're overeating and you're indulging, there's things that hold you back from matching their frequency, and so it makes them harder to contact you. So that's what we teach you on Spirit News, and on all of our TikToks. All the spirit nuggets we get are the real-time spirit nuggets that we are given as we do our own soul journey and our own soul development to be able to be in relationship with those energies. So I seen that face on your window. What's that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh my gosh, I'm 15 minutes in. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I wanted to talk to Anne Heche because I did a poll for who we should talk to, and there was Freddie Mercury, which we did, which was the #1 choice, and then there was Anne Heche, and it was ODB. And I'm sorry, ODB, you were not. You were last on the list. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean we don't want to talk to you. But Anne Heche was the second one, and there's something about Anne Heche's energy where I just don't think that she's crossed over. I don't think that she's crossed over. And so I don't want to, if she's not crossed over, I can't prove this, but it just feels different when I try to tap into her energy. I just feel like there's like a wall or something. And so I don't want to tap into people's energy without their permission if they're still with us, because that's against the law of free will, which we've mentioned. So we don't want to break any cosmic laws over here because there is karmic consequences. And so I can't get a hold of Anne Heche. She ain't picking up the phone. And if she's not crossed over, she could be earthbound and not ready to talk. So I can't tell which one it is, but it's one of them. I never liked Anne H. I found her to be insincere. You know what? I did too. No longer afraid. There's something about her that was always animated or I guess like fake in a way, but there's a lot of mystery behind her, so we wanted to try to see if we could get her human experience if she crossed over, but I don't feel like she has, so therefore I'm not going to push it. But yeah, so let's start this reading. Thank you, Spirit, for being here with us. We are so grateful. Thank you all for being here. Let's read the energy. So when we started this read in this morning, I had the song in my head by Mac Miller, Gone for the Weekend, and it's a great song. I really enjoy it. And I wish I could play it, but of course YouTube won't let me. So it goes, I got a little bit of money filling my pockets, roll around like I run the shit. I got a system filled up with toxins. I've been broken hearted, now it's fuck that bitch. Getting high to deal with my problems. Fucking bitches getting drunk as shit, but these bitches getting obnoxious. They nothing to me though, I love the shit. So basically he's doing drugs. He's got a little bit of money, roll around like I run the shit. I got a fit system filled up with toxins. I've been broken hearted, now it's fuck that bitch. Getting high to deal with my problems. And then this part is concerning because he says, go long days, longer nights, talk too much, the wrong advice. All the lights and call my life. Doctor, doctor, will you help me? Get me healthy, keep it low. This where hell be, ain't shit, you can tell me now. Fuck this rap shit, bitch, I'm selling out. New bitch, with my new bitch, you jealous now? Smoking weed at the crib, watching Belly now. All the pain that they causing, like fuck it, we ballin'. You know, everything's straight. It's like going back and forth. It's like some weird like bipolar emotional roller coaster of getting high, sleeping with multiple people. So I don't know if someone in the energy is, oh yeah, this is the part that was concerning. He was like, no, fuck it, everything's straight, you feeling the feeling, I'm chilling, just living, I'm burning away. Conversations we having, I'm getting too static, too much on my plate. Lord, I need a break, but I'll be good by the weekend. So something about the weekend and having too much. I don't know, someone needs a break, someone has too much on their plate. Battling with these demons, I've been having trouble sleeping. Is it money, fame, or neither? Thinking about the places that I frequent, wondering what's the thing that keeps me breathing. I'm just out here living decent. Oh, Mac Miller. I mean, he was going through a hard time. I mean, this isn't about Mac Miller, but I just love him. I'm popping them downers. I'm drinking them powders. Faded. Get it over the counter. I'm stuck on the browsers. Damn. Fell asleep and forgot to die. Ah, somebody's hurting. I don't know who, but we're just gonna read the energy, okay? We'll see what comes out. Well, they say Anhish died. I feel like she didn't die. I feel like there's a weird energy that's like she didn't die because I can't read her energy like the way I normally can when people cross over. So I feel like perhaps she's not dead is my little spiel about that. Okay, so let's see. What's the energy, Spirit? Please tell me. What's the energy? What do you want us to know? What do you need to know? Someone's in some kind of reflection, they've gotten some kind of knowledge about something, and they're in a reflection period, and they don't like what they're assessing. They don't like what they're assessing about some kind of reflection that they're in. Some kind of partnership or I don't know. It kind of feels all over the place, kind of like the song. It's like
transitioned into a new timeline.
Transitioned into a new timeline. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, it feels like, one minute I'm like this, pretending to be okay, and then the next minute I'm like realizing I'm not as okay as I'm pretending to be. Transitioned into a new timeline. That's so interesting that Spirit just said that. We do have an episode on Spirit News called The Time Jump. It was a major shift of consciousness where a lot of people that were teetering on a certain level of consciousness shifted into an ultimate timeline, like a major timeline that was an option that we're all on for like new earth energies. So this person transitioned into a new timeline. I think this person may be afraid they're gonna die. I'm just gonna say it for the data. I don't know if that's true, but let's do some word tiles. All right, Spirit, what's going on? How can we help? How can we help? What's the lesson to learn today? I did have a dream. I don't know if it pertains to this, but I had a dream about this gay man in a red car, and he drove up beside me. It was like a red fancy sports car, and he drove up beside me, and he said hi to me like he was all happy, and I was like, hey, hi, how's it going? And then he didn't think I saw him, but he said hi to me all happy, and then I saw that he like made a face like he hated me. So I don't know, some kind of assumably question. I told you so.
No, it's not.
Somebody's questioning something about something they thought was one thing, but it's not. The Spirit just said, no, it's not. This person may have not liked you or not liked somebody because of something that they were aggressive about, some kind of something they're questioning now. Hostile. I told you they were hostile towards you because they were under some kind of assumption about you. Darkness. They thought there was something wrong with you, and now they're starting to question that because I don't know why. Curious. Because they became curious about you and started asking questions and found out that you're whimsical. That you're not dark, you're whimsical. Something about being whimsical. In the dream, they were so rude to you. Disease. dis-ease. It could be dis-ease. They have like a distorted way of thinking because they're in dis-ease. In the dream, they
Quiet and listen.
be quiet and listen. Okay, thank you.
He.
Keanu. Sir just said Keanu. Are you talking about Keanu Reeves? No, just kidding. In the dream, he hated you. But every time you'd come around, he'd pretend to like you. He'd pretend to like you. And every time you'd come around each other, you'd be happy to help. You'd be happy to, you like went out of your way to do certain things, like to cook them food or to bring them cookies or to ask how they're doing, or you always showed up in a very nice way. But they always had some kind of hostility towards you, but always behind your back, never to your face, is like the big takeaway. But I don't know why. Why were they so hostile? Something happened though that had them start questioning like why they were acting this way towards you and why they kept blocking you. They were doing something that was blocking you. Organic. They're doing something to block your organic energy. You're something that you do organically that you're skillful at. They're trying to block it, and I have clogged here because they're clogged. There's something that they value that you have that they wanted to control. Something that you do that you're very skilled at that comes very organically because you're a whimsical jewel. Because you're a whimsical jewel. They're curious how you got this organic skill. Balloon in reverse. They wanted to pop your balloon. Oh my gosh. Balloon. That reminds me of this time I was in between sleep and the astral realm, and I was getting ready to astral project, and I was in between and I was looking straight ahead. My astral body was like sitting up out of my body on the bed, and I was looking straight ahead at the room, and I heard a big pop, a big balloon pop, and it woke me up. It like merged my body. Like something about astral projection is significant.
Scare you.
To scare you. Scare.
Tease.
Huh. Something about astral projection. Something about them using astral projection to try to control you because they have some kind of distorted thinking, and they were curious about some kind of skill you have that comes very organically to you. It made them hostile, so they wanted to block it because they didn't understand how. They kept questioning how you do what you do or something. I don't know what this skill is that comes organically, but it may have to do with something spiritual because something about astral projection. They wanted to pop your bubble or your balloon. They wanted to terrify you. Terrify. And Spirit said scare you. They wanted to scare you from doing the skill that you have or something. Why? Adventure. They took some kind of adventure to be hostile towards you because of some kind of skill you have. Grand. Adventure, some grand adventure. They geared up towards a grand adventure to block you because you're a whimsical jewel that has some kind of organic skill set. Okay. All right, we'll look in the Highly selective dictionary for the extraordinarily literate. All right, give me another clue. What is this skill set? What's this skill that they were questioning and curious about, trying to control?
Unwanted.
Unwanted.
Campground.
Deja vu. A mistaken feeling of having experienced something that actually is encountered for the first time. Something tediously familiar. You know what I used to... Clairvoyance? I used to think that deja vu was clairvoyance, and I didn't realize it wasn't until I explained to my husband what I thought it was, because I kept getting dreams of things that would happen. And that's clairvoyance, when you dream of something before it happens. And I thought that was deja vu. So one day I said to my husband, oh my gosh, I dreamed of this. I saw this in a dream and it's happening right now. I'm having deja vu. And he goes, that's not deja vu. And I was like, well, what's deja vu? And he said, when you think you've done something, you experienced something that you haven't before. And I was like, oh. I said, well, I dream of it and then it happens. What's that? He goes, clairvoyance. And I was like, oh my God. So it could be that you have some kind of psychic abilities or some kind of, I don't know, something that makes you have some kind of like extrasensory skill set. I don't know what that is, but this person was
Broken branches.
upset at that.
Silver.
Oh my gosh, demoniac, possessed by an evil spirit, frenzied, fiercely energetic. A person possessed by an evil spirit. Damn. Something you do skillfully might have disrupted this person's demons. They may have looked at you in a frenzy and fiercely became hostile towards you, and may have been doing something to try to block or stop your abilities. Expurgate, purify, by removing objectionable matter. Remove, purify.
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive.
A symphony of destruction.
A symphony of destruction. Extenuate, make a person's guilt or offense seem less by providing
90.
a partial excuse. 90. This person may have thought it was okay to block you by doing some kind of
Leaving the room.
expunging to wipe or rub out or erase or delete you. That sounds kind of dramatic, don't you think? Intrinsic, because something didn't come inherent to them like it did to you.
While you were walking.
This person may have
Dark
dark magic. Oh my gosh, Spirit just said dark magic. And this says a book. They may have had some kind of book or some kind of something that they used to try to remove you or remove your gift or something that you do, to block what you do, and they made an excuse to pass on so they wouldn't feel guilty. They made some kind of excuse why it was okay to do it, to wipe or rub out, release or delete you. I don't know what I just walked in on. What else? Something that comes natural to you made them hostile, and they gained an appetite for a habitual ritual, anthro, anthropomorphism, an attribution of human form or personality to God and animal. Anthropophagy, the eating of human flesh. What the fuck? I don't know what is going on here, but now this person is anxious and troubled because they're making excuses for why they tried to get rid of somebody because of something that they do skillfully, that they were born with, that comes organically to them. They tried to be a beekeeper. They tried to keep this person from, or keep you, whoever, they tried to keep them from showing up in this way because they couldn't do it. There's something that they demonstrated that was that that there's something you demonstrated that was incontestable. It was clearly established that you are devoted with enjoyment to seeking enjoyment. You're a devoted to seeking joy, and they tried to change people's opinions about you because something about your gift. I don't know. Is this, I don't know. And something about anthropophagy. Maybe that's what the song is about. Maybe that's why they're getting faded and stuff, because they took some kind of they geared up for some kind of grand adventure to come against you because they were extremely desirous and envious of something that you could do, something that you do skillfully. It irritated their demons. And so, oh, that's so fascinating because I was I was listening to this podcast about how, I don't want to call them demons because that's just so like, I don't know, religious or something. But if indubitably, but lower astral entities that want to make sure that they keep you in a certain level of vibration, to not ascend or to not overcome, to get out of fear-based mentality, will attach to you through traumas, through lack mindset, through behaviors that are not of a moral uprightness, and you won't know it because it's non-physical, right? So this person may have some kind of energy attachment that they may have gained through dark magic by playing around with dark magic or something. And the thing about it is that if you give into that energy, if you play into it, it comes as intrusive thought. It's not going to be an obvious like voice in your head that's saying do this and do that. It's going to come as your own voice. It's going to come as your own voice. And so it will tell you if you come across somebody who it finds interesting, or that the energy irritates them, and so they want to attack this person. You won't necessarily, and this is what we're understanding. We're definitely not experts. We're learning as we go. But what we're understanding is that energy, that entity that has latched on to one of your energy centers will come as an intrusive thought, as your own voice, and you'll think that it's your own idea. You won't even really understand why you're attacking this person, or why you don't like this person, or why you keep doing the things you do. And it could be attributed to some kind of energy attachment you have that was gained through either a traumatic experience, or through lack mindset, or through constant limiting fear beliefs. and not doing your spiritual hygiene and stuff. So, but Spirit said dark magic specifically for this situation. So in the dream, this person was hated you, and no matter what you did to be nice to this person, you went out of your way for this person. You did nice things for them. You were always showing up for them in the same way consistently, always with a kind heart. And they would never tell you, this person would never tell you that they hated you, but you would feel uneasy around them, and you'd still show up for them anyway. So there's something about um there's something about um them pretending one way to your face and then turning around and hating you or something. But you knew that they didn't like you, because in the dream, when he said hello to me in the car, I saw from the corner of my eye that he was like, ugh, he was disgusted by me, and that could have been the demon inside of him. That could have been the demon inside of him that was getting irritated by your energy. Oh, that's so yummy. Okay. That's really weird. Where do we go from here? Let's do some trivia. Okay, tell me more. So this person now, I don't know what happened, but this person now may have come to some kind of realization or be in some kind of state of reflection. You may have had this person come into some kind of awakening or something. Comforter. This person may be reflecting on their actions towards you, and it's making them extremely uncomfortable. They could be doing a lot of drugs. There's something that they're afraid of that is correlated to what they did to you. So let's find out. All right, thank you, Spirit. Tell me more. I have pink, blue, blue, pink. So we'll do just the way they came out. We'll do pink first. Whose 1943 band employed Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker, and Sarah Vaughan? Someone named Sarah or Charlie could be relevant. And a mom. Someone born in 1943. Earl Hines. There could be a group of 3 people that were employed. Or band together to do something together. A group. What British group did Keith Reid write lyrics for? Procol Harum. Protocol. This person may have got a group of people together that created some kind of group protocol or made some kind of decision together that created some kind of ritual together. What legendary entertainer was born Asia Jolson, the son of a rabbi? Al Jolson. The son of a rabbi.
In the depths of winter. there?
They could have done this to a legendary entertainer
Striking.
who is striking. Spirit said striking.
Brian.
Brian. Brian could be significant, and it's spelled Bryan.
Surely.
Surely. So,
Bible.
thank you, Spirit. So this group, there's one person that brought a group of people together to create some kind of ritual or something they created together to come up against, to block somebody who is a legendary entertainer who was born a rabbi, who was born prophetic, who was born psychic or something, someone who speaks a prophetic word, someone who
Cries for help.
someone who
Slave here.
damn, Spirit, someone who's a whimsical jewel, someone who has some kind of organic skill set that they were born with. They were born to be a prophet. But there was some kind of darkness that was running this person who started this group, and they started to question this whimsical jewels, what their timeline is, or like they could have possibly astral projected or something about trying to control them, and they wanted to terrify them to find out how they use their skill, or to question how are you psychic. Like, they were mad that they were psychic, and then they wanted to know, and that made them hostile, but then they wanted to know at the same time, like, how do you do it, or something like that. Just so you guys know, everybody's psychic. Everybody is psychic, and depending on how much work you put in to clear your field to be able to read or interpret energy is the level of skill you will have. Okay, but when this person met you, they may have already been dabbling in the dark arts. And so when you came along and said, and maybe you told them that you could do this, that made them question you and made them hostile towards you, because the demon in them that they invited by doing dark magic, which we highly recommend you do not do spells and all that, seances, Ouija boards, unless you have a very high level of discernment developed, because this is how they attach to you and latch on to you, and you won't even know that that's what it is, because you're not versed in energy. What Canadian pianist wrote liner notes as S.F. Lemming, M.D., and Zoltan Mostany? Glenn Gould. Pianist wrote liner notes. Something about a notebook. Something about some notebook they may have found or may have written. Could be some kind of written knowledge or something that they found of yours that was in a notebook or something. I don't know what you're saying with that one, Spirit. Let's try something else. Let's look in the Bible, because Spirit said Bible. Okay. All right, Spirit. What are you trying to say? There's something about you being some kind of prophet or some kind of rabbi, like somebody who's connected to God. Chronicles. Benjamin. Something about Benjamin, the sons of Benjamin.
I will speak.
They were heads of ancestral houses and warriors. Their family records listed 22,034. Benjamin could be significant. Benjamin, Brian, Charles, Charlie, and Sarah. Proper use of the tongue. Ben Sira. Listen, my children, to instruction concerning the mouth, for whoever keeps it will not be ensnared. Through the lips the sinner is caught. By them the reviler and the arrogant are tripped up. Do not accustom your mouth to oaths, or habitually utter the holy name. Just as a servant constantly under scrutiny will not be without bruises, so one who swears continually by the holy name will never remain free from sin. Those who swear many oaths heap up offenses, and the scourge will never be far from their houses. If they swear in error, guilt is incurred. If they neglect their obligation, the sin is doubly great. If they swear without reason, they cannot be declared innocent, for their households will be filled with calamities. The words are comparable to death. May they never be heard in the inheritance of Jacob. Environmental anomalies. This person's house could be going through environmental anomalies and being filled with calamities. Like, they could be having infestations, or their foundation could be crumbling, or there could be like some kind of flood, or something, electrical problems. There's something happening to this person's house. Their words are comparable to death. May they never be heard in the inheritance of Jacob. To the devout, all such words are foreign. They do not wallow in sin. Do not accustom your mouth to coarse talk, for it involves sinful speech. Keep your father and mother in mind when you sit among the mighty, lest you forget yourself in their presence and disgrace your upbringing. Then you will wish you had never been born, and will curse the day of your birth. Those accustomed to using abusive language will never acquire discipline as long as they live. Damn. Sins of the flesh. 2 types of people multiply sins, and a third draw down wrath. Burning passion is like a blazing fire, not to be quenched till it burns itself out. And the song said, I'm burning away. You feeling the feeling? I'm chilling, just living, I'm burning away. Conversations we have and I'm getting too static, too much on my plate. Lord, I need a break. Burning passion is like a blazing fire, not to be quenched till it burns itself out. One unchaste with his kindred never stops until the fire breaks forth. To the unchaste all bread is sweet. He is never through till he dies. The man who dishonors his marriage bed says to himself, who can see me? Darkness surrounds me, walls hide me, no one sees me, who can stop me from sinning? He is not mindful of the Most High, fearing only human eyes. He does not realize that the eyes of the Lord, 10,000 times brighter than the sun, observe every step taken and peer into the hidden corners. The one who knows all things before they exist still knows them all after they are made. Such a man will be denounced in the streets of the city, and where he least suspects it, he will be apprehended. So it is with the woman unfaithful to her husband, who offers him an heir by another man. First of all, she has disobeyed the law of the Most High. Second, she has wronged her husband. Third, through her wanton adultery, she has brought forth children by another man. Is this about a couple or something? Such a woman will be dragged before the assembly, and her punishment will extend to her children. Her children will not take root. Her branches will not bring forth fruit. Damn. Oh, shit. There's some couple here that used black magic of the tongue, some kind of something they spoke into reality, or something they spoke about a prophet or a rabbi, not maybe not literally a rabbi, but somebody who they spoke against the inheritance of a prophet. Damn. These two people could possibly be very promiscuous. They sleep with other men and women. They could have a lot of children. They started some kind of blazing fire that wouldn't be quenched until it burns itself out. So that could be seen in many ways. They could both have some kind of sexually transmitted disease, or the fire was like whatever they were saying about this about you, someone who's a whimsical jewel with an organic skill set that could possibly be prophetic.
Cobbler.
They kept doing something over
Puppeteer.
and over again. Puppeteer. They kept doing something over and over again because it was, they were mistaking this passion, this burning passion of sin, as something that they were passionate about or something. They made it, oh, in the book it said they made an excuse why it was okay to do it. They kept making an excuse why it was okay to do it, and it was some kind of lie they told, an improper use of the tongue, because they were arrogant, because they were speaking about somebody who's holy or who has holy energy, constantly putting them under scrutiny and possibly doing something to block them over and over again. While neglecting their own obligations, possibly their children. They were neglecting their own children
Stinky.
and other
Dizzy.
other responsibilities they have. Oh my gosh, Spirit said Dizzy, and I have Dizzy Gillespie here. Spirit said Dizzy, and I also have Dizzy Gillespie. Spirit, can you please tell me what has brought them to this realization? Like, what happened? What made them stop doing it? Like, how did they get to this level of awareness that they're at now? Because there's something happened where now they're in a state of reflection about all these things they've done to somebody who's a jewel, a whimsical jewel. So what is that? How can I find that out? I don't know if this will work, but I want to do my
Screaming in pain.
Disney cards. Screaming in pain.
We want to.
I don't know for sure, but I think one of these people might be possessed. And I know that sounds crazy, but they were dabbling in dark magic, and they were doing something with magic to somebody who's holy or something. And so they could be drinking a lot, doing drugs a lot, sleeping with a lot of people, doing everything they can to not think about something. Because what is this that they realized? Like, what brought them to this? I found it. The signs.
They are coming.
Spirit said they are coming. And I have this. Spirit said they're coming, and I see a men in black here. They could be being followed by, they are under investigation for something. There's also this alien. Spirit said they are coming, and there's an alien up here. Lilo and Stitch. Hmm. They could be being followed. They could have. There's something they did that was being monitored. Oh, they're being watched by spirit guides. They're being investigated by spirit. They broke some kind of spiritual laws. That's who's watching them. They broke some kind of spiritual laws. I told you, people break the law of free will all the time and don't even know it. Something about free will. They could possibly be going homeless, losing their home, or losing a place to stay because of something they did. They could possibly be having to stay outside or stay.
Color calling.
Because they went on some kind of grand adventure to come up against somebody to control and terrify and block somebody who's valued by spirit, somebody who has high value by spirit, somebody who has a high rank in the spiritual realm. I don't think these people know about spiritual ranking, and so they were doing dark magic before they met this person, and then they met this person who irritated their demons and who possibly may have shared that they have like some kind of spiritual beliefs or something. I don't know exactly if they knew that they were psychic or said they were psychic. I don't know that part, but something like that. Um, all right. What did they find out about this person? They were like using they may have my uncle Nelson keeps asking if he can play the harmonica at our wedding. Do we let him? They kept playing something, some kind of game. They kept doing something over and over again without asking. Yeah, I think it's some kind of astral projection. Continuity, some kind of astral projection. They kept going into this person's energy or into your energy and to spy on you or something. Something about astral projection to spy on you. If you ain't talking money, I don't want to talk. Or they were paying someone to do this. Because I did have employed. They may have employed someone, possibly an uncle, or they knew an uncle, or someone named Nelson. They paid them money to spy on you astrally, or even it could be like getting readings or something. There's something that they found out about you that made them hostile. You're my second cousin, and that isn't far enough removed for you to be texting me like this. Say it louder for the people in the back. Someone in this group of people could have inappropriate relationship with their family. They don't have boundaries. There's some kind of childhood trauma that has directed their demons towards you that they're not overcoming. They've been using dark magic or something, and that's what got them into this mess. Are you seriously texting me this from your grandma's funeral? I told you, I think one of these people is passing away. I told you. There's a group of people, they employed a group of people.
Merchants.
They paid someone to do some kind of spiritual, something that broke spiritual laws against, they're being watched by your spirit team or something, or being under investigation. They're in spiritual court for some kind of spiritual laws they broke. These are cheaters, these are adulterers, these are people that do not value their spiritual existence. They're very physical. They're very in their reptilian brain. Can I live? They're praying. They're praying right now to God. Can I please live? Please. I don't know. There's some kind of weird. They're scared. Like every time they wake up, they don't know if they're gonna wake up, kind of thing. Thank you for subscribing to the I Don't Give a Fuck hotline. Press 1 for details or just never text this number again. Because you cut them off. You cut them off. They didn't think you would cut them off. They didn't think you'd cut them off. They could be making fake online profiles that talk shit to you or something, or because they don't want you to know that it's them, because they know that you don't give a fuck about them. Because you cut them off, you may have realized that these weren't your friends or family or whoever. We are not that close. Yeah, we're not that close. So this could have been acquaintances that you had that involved a lot of people. Can't talk right now. I'm crouching naked in my bathtub giving the old faux hawk a trim. Can't talk right now. I'm crouching and naked in my bathtub giving the old faux hawk a trim. Yeah, you cut them off. You cut them off. Oh boy, count me in as abso-heckin-lutely. Yeah, they were excited to do something against you, and it was all fun and games at first, and now they've gotten family involved, and they've gotten friends involved. It's like this, there's like a lot of energies here, and I don't know, they were excited to do it. It was like some weird pathway. Thank you, Spirit. Some weird pathway they all took that like involved you. There's something that you brought all these people together to do something to you that they were excited about, but it was mean. It was like some weird what's that word, when some kind of weird witch trial or something. Please put your dick through a donut and send a pic back trying to prove a point. Because they were trying to prove a point. They're trying to prove that you're not or you're not organically skilled at whatever it is you do. They kept trying to prove that. They were projecting some kind of magic towards you or something to prove that that's not true. Is this your way of telling me you want to have sex? Because you may have rejected one of these people. You may have rejected them. They could have made some kind of sexual advance towards you, and you were like, this, you just said no. Dude, you peed in my bed last night. Don't hit me up. Because you could tell that this person is very immature. This person's very immature, and you weren't trying to be with them in that way. So they took that as some kind of rejection. Not in the mood to talk. This online quiz just said I'm Slytherin. Because these people are very immature, but you threaten them because they took that as rejection. There's like this is like a friends group or something, like some kind of friends group that you may have been acquainted with, but not like closely. they may have tried to be your friend or made some kind of advancement to be your friend, but there's always something about them that made you not want to like take it to the next level or something. When one of them, I think this person's spouse, like this is a couple in a friend group, their spouse, they sent their spouse towards you and you rejected them too, and that offended them. There's like they were doing some kind of astral projection or spying on you or got some kind of reading on you that said that you were whimsical, that you're some kind of skillful rabbi or prophet, and they didn't believe that. There's something that they didn't believe, and so they had to prove to everybody that you're, because they said something about you. They're saying things about you that weren't true because you irritated their demons, and so those jello shots last night were no joke. I can't remember a darn thing. Now they're acting like they don't remember that they said that. They're like, "Oh no, I didn't say that about them. I just must have been talking about somebody else because they said all this stuff about you to get these people to feel that way about you." That's the person in the car. Okay, I got it. Because the person in the car, you were doing all these things for them. You were being nice to them. You were giving them rides. You were making them food, and they hated you. Every time you turned around from them being nice to you, they were really talking shit about you behind your back. And you were like, but you continued being nice. It's like you knew that, but you still continued being nice. You never like got irate or changed. You were consistent always. And they started to question this. You keep saying that this person is like this, but every time I encounter them, they're very delightful. And so they're confronting somebody in this group, like, why you said this person was this and that, but they're not doing anything back to us. And we keep doing stuff to them and they're not doing anything back to us. Can you pick me up tonight for book club? Penny the Prius hasn't been feeling too well. Can you pick me up tonight for book club? Yeah, this is some kind of club, some kind of friends group that started some kind of club. Can't we just get along? You're the one who said good vibes only, remember? Yeah, they're in conflict now because they're fighting with this person who was saying all these lies about somebody because they were hostile towards them because of some kind of skill they have. They were jealous of a skill that you have. Look, babe, I know you want us to do a cute couple Halloween costume, but I'm going to be Lightning McQueen. Yeah, this is a couple. I told you. This is some kind of weird couple in a friends group. They're all fighting now. Hey, I just want to be upfront with you. I just saw a picture of you on Facebook without sunglasses, and I don't think I'm interested anymore. They're not interested in being with this person. Everything's falling apart for this person. They're drinking, because they got found out that they were lying, basically. They were lying about somebody who's a whimsical jewel. They lied to all these people. There's like there's a bunch of people here. There's at least 4 to 7 people, maybe even 8 people. It's a friends group. They started some kind of club or I don't know, something like that. Tell me about this club. The first house, the south. Yeah, someone's awakening. Someone's asking questions. Someone's waking up to this illusion that was cast out by words. The Bible said words. Someone was spewing lies about, oh, this isn't supposed to be in here, a new opening. When one door closes, I am confident another will open. I will be It will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. Yeah, there's one common denominator in this scenario that has ruined a group of people's lives by telling a lie about somebody who did not deserve to be blocked, controlled, or made to feel like they were in terror. And they all did this willingly based on a lie. And someone is now having self awareness about what got them to this place. And that's excellent. That's great. So the entry point to this awareness that is awakening them is them questioning, why are you saying this about this person, and actually opening their eyeballs and saying, what you're saying does not match the energy that this person is portraying. Why are you saying this? And this person is not taking responsibility. They're saying, oh, I don't remember saying that. I never said that. They're not taking responsibility because the common denominator is this person has some kind of dark energy attachment because they dabble in dark magic, and they came across somebody who is the opposite, who dabbles in light and being joy, and who has a connection to God. And so this entity told them to do certain things to come against somebody who's um who has a high spiritual authority. Oh, I just got so stuffy. Get out of here. Third house, perception. Yeah. There could have been in this social dynamic, it says siblings. It also says siblings. This could be either, you have to take it as a resonance. It could be family, a workplace, a friends group. It could be all of them. I don't know. But now people are starting to have awareness that these thoughts and these excursions they went on, and this thing they were circulating, these discussions they were having in this social setting, are actually all based on an illusion. And there's things happening to these people that are because of what they did energetically, what they sent out. So their houses, there could be some strange anomalies happening into their house or to their physical body. Things are, they're losing money, stuff like that. Because somebody's has that they attacked was in their north node, was in their destiny. They were fulfilling their purpose. They were on their path. They have integrity, and they were in a state of maturing, of developing their spiritual gift. They're in the process of that, and so they can't. You can't do that. If somebody isn't doing anything to you, and you come after them, and they're in their north node, your spirit guides are going to be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" The spirit guides are like, no, this isn't. So this person got confronted by someone in this. I don't know if they're all awakening or if it's a one person, but somebody's asking questions finally. Somebody's actually using their brain, using their discernment. Yeah, they're seeing that somebody's charming, somebody is diplomatic. They've came up against somebody, they're overindulged in coming up against somebody who has high value, who has somebody who exudes luxury and wealth, who has magnetism. Because what this person was saying was the opposite of all that. Possibly a Scorpio. This person was obsessed with having a secret that they're primal and lusty, and they were using people as a resource to manipulate them to cause destruction because they have obsessive compulsive things going on. So they kept doing something over and over again, hoping nobody would find out. But then actually, it became something that they believed because the dictionary said they kept telling themselves something over and over again that they believed it that wasn't true. So they were like believing their own lies. That's the intrusive thought. That's why you guys have to be careful when you are coming up against somebody. You have to ask yourself, why? Why do I hate this person? Why does this person irritate me? Why do I want to go out of my way to make sure this person's blocked or spread rumors about this person? Like any actions that you're taking against somebody, you have to ask yourself why, because it's not normal to want to do that. So the lesson here is that if you meet somebody who brings this level of immaturity out of you, where you feel the need to speak words out of your mouth to that aren't true, to bring somebody down, you have to ask yourself why, because that's never okay. That's not something that's going to bring you abundance. By doing that, that brings destruction. You have to say, well, and then if somebody's saying it to you about somebody else, you have to use your own logic and your own logical deduction and say, well, is this my experience with them? Is what this person's saying match the actual experience I have with that person all the time? And if you're unsure, then you go and ask that person. Nobody in this dynamic ever went to go ask you if what this person's saying is true. They just all believed it. They believed it without ever asking a question. And it was all because this one person was hostile towards you because you irritated their demons, because you are some kind of prophet and they do dark magic. So they're like, well, how come that's not true. You don't do that. There's no way you can do that because I can do this. It reminds me of this nugget of this download I got that God said, I wrote it down. God doesn't need to prove anything to you. The proof is all around you. And one thing when you dabble in dark magic is that you may do some energy manipulation where you get instant gratification. The devil will show you instant things that can happen to trick you into thinking they have power. Magic tricks, tricks of the eye, sleight of hand, illusions. And people who have personality disorders or have some kind of distorted thinking will take that as power, will take that show of illusionary magic, that distortion of energy, that energy manipulation as power. And they will believe that, well, this is real and God's not real because God doesn't show me stuff like this. But God doesn't have to. God made you. God made everything around you. God has shown many ways
And injury.
in the way that he or she shows up all the time. And it's not up to God to do some kind of parlor trick to make you believe them so that way that you behave and you act in a moral way and you don't do this to people. That's not how God works. It's the opposite. You have to believe that everything around you is a miracle, and you have to be grateful for all the things that are provided to you to have this magnificent life that you have in this vessel. And once you match that energy, all of the things that God provides will come flowing to you. But you can't say, well, God, show me a magic trick and then I'll believe you exist. So this person was dabbling in dark magic, and so therefore when they came across somebody who does confirmation, who doesn't have to do magic to be connected to discernment or to the gift of discernment,
6th Street.
they didn't believe it, and they didn't want to believe it because they were committed to misunderstanding you. They're committed to saying, well, you don't look like that. You don't look like someone who has that. You don't, I do this, that, and I'm powerful. I'm more powerful than you. And look what I can do. I'm going to show all these people that you can't do what you say you can do. I'm going to prove it to them. And they kept doing something over and over again. And then they started believing the lies they were telling to justify why they were doing it. See how that works? So before it gets to that point, before you start believing your own lies, getting yourself in trouble because you already have addictions, you already have a distorted way of thinking, you already have power dynamics that are unhealthy, you're already an unbalanced human, you're dabbling in black magic, and you're coming against somebody who is of high value, who treats you respectfully, who has always shown kindness to you. Like, there has to be at some point a place where you're like, why am I doing this? And this person didn't do that. So now they're losing things, and they're could possibly be homeless, and their house is losing its foundation, and they could be having some like infestations, and it's just manifesting itself. The energy they put out, it's manifesting itself in their environment. Um it could be your spiritual team watching them scramble, making sure that they get the energy they gave out. How can we heal it? Any advice you have for them, Spirit? How can we heal it? Healing. Conception, healing, coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Yes, this person was not in heart coherence. They became jealous of somebody who's in heart coherence and saw that as some kind of challenge that they needed to control. Healing.
Who was summoned here?
The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. This person needs to start the healing process. They need to start accepting that they fucked up. You fucked up. There's people coming to you asking you why you did this because they can't conceive of why this person would go out of their way over and over again to come up against somebody who has done nothing to them. Conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. They put their focus and intention into the wrong thing. They could have been asking this person, how do you do what you do? How do I get into heart coherence? How do I get to Christ consciousness? And they could have taught this person, and said this person took it as a challenge to prove to everybody that it's not true because they have a distorted way of thinking. They couldn't conceptualize why this person can do it and why I can't do it. They're comparing themselves. Okay? So sad. So now Spirit's asking them to see it from a higher perspective and to know that they're not alone, and that to call upon divine love, to call upon their divine spirit to clear out this energy, to raise their consciousness and awareness. It's okay to feel what you need to feel because they have things that they need to heal. They have some kind of loss that they need to start grieving before they can start awakening, because they have to have faith and trust that they're going to be okay, even though they used magic. The world is blessed to have you. They have to clear their karma, so they can't change anything until they go through what they gave out. And so they just have to be able to know that manifesting is their superpower, and that eventually, once they're done with their karma, clear karma and their karma, they'll be able to start manifesting properly, because this whole thing will teach them that they will have this whole lesson for them will be that they will devote their time to to divine love. Contortionate evil twin. They will learn the art of detachment from their earthly traumas and allow freedom to come through, so they're surrounded by angels and that they'll be able to grieve properly. This is a big lesson for all the people in this group. This person they came up against, by whatever they did not working, it is awakening all of them. It's putting them through an awakening. So it might, from a higher perspective, yeah, it's awful what they did, but really in reality, on a higher level, they all were in agreement to do it. And the person they came up against knew that they could handle whatever energy they sent out to them. And the spirit team knew that they'd be at a level of consciousness and Christ consciousness to be able to withstand whatever energy manipulations they were projecting towards them, to shift their perspective, to shift this whole group's perspective into an awakening. So now they're in the realization that they're in karma, that it's karma,
I will be gone.
and that they have to just
Fairground.
they have to just, fairground. Spirit said fairground, and I have this fairground right here. They have to just go through the process, go through what they gave out, clear their karmic debt, and the only way to clear it is to just go through it. And so that's what they're doing. They're at that realization. So that's great. That's a good thing. Well, I hope this lesson was received. Thank you so much, Spirit, for all of the love, guidance, and support. We're so grateful. Thank you to all who are stuck around to listen to the end for the lesson. Oh, Masonic. Oh my gosh, I knew it was some kind of group. There was some kind of Masonic group that came together. I couldn't get that out, but Spirit just said it. So they're all in a realization, in a group awakening. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Hello, Robin. You came at the end. We're all done, but I love you. Thank you for being here. I always appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.